watch, just something for you. I know we all go get our nails done and our toes done and all of that, but to me, that should just be a normal thing. That's a bill every month. That's not even a what you call it, Char, like a
hobby. I don't know.
I mean, it's something that it's a necessity. It's not an extra special thing like going to the spa. You should always get your nails and your toes done because you deserve it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that should be part of your monthly budget. It ain't extra. But, I remember Dr. Miles Monroe said that when you don't know the purpose of a thing, you abuse it. And he was talking, I forget what book it was, but so when a man or a partner doesn't know the purpose of that other person in their life, they're going to abuse it, right? So we all get married thinking, oh, we're going to live in a fairy tale land. But I didn't grow up seeing any examples of marriage. My mother never got married. I never even saw my mother date. So I didn't even see male-female interactions. Nothing like that. But here comes Rachel like, I'm married now. I didn't know what to do. You know? Nobody talked to me about red flags. Nobody talked to me about men, period, or anything like that. So what we can do, if we didn't learn it, we can at least teach our children.
Mm-hmm.
Let's break the cycles. Let's break those, what do we call them, generational curses.
Mm-hmm.
All of that stuff. And I mean, for any of you that have been crying lately or feel like you're all alone, you're not alone. Because first of all, I'm gonna be praying for all of you. Whether I know you or don't know, I'm gonna be sending out all kinds of love and prayers for all of you, because I know people have prayed for me that I don't even know about. I feel like my grandmother's prayers are still here, my mother's prayers, our ancestors, all of that, you know. So
chains are broken. So Latanya says, thank you for sharing your story. May it bless a lot of listeners who have or may be going through the storm, because it's real. It's something that you would be amazed on how many teenage girls are going through this. And that was me. And that's why this means so much to me, because it takes us. It takes us to help them. And that's what we have to do. You just got to keep on helping people and praying for people. And the word you were trying to find, Miss Lena said it was called a healthy self-care routine. So we are going to go ahead and move forward to where you are now. We did go over, but that's okay. We can do what we want to do. You guys, if you missed the first half, make sure you go back to the first half. We had a technical glitch and it kind of knocked us out, but we just jumped right back on. So it is 2 parts to this show. So make sure that you guys are sharing it with your Spreaker friends, and, you know, just keep in touch with us. Follow the show. Make sure you're sharing, and make sure you're sharing both parts of the show. MJ says, if you don't stand for anything, you will fall for anything.
Yep, true.
Alicia says, self-love is the best love. So all of you guys are absolutely correct. Just stay healthy. Keep in mind that you have to love you, and you have to protect you in the end at all costs in order for you to be able to help and protect somebody else. So moving forward, you have made it through the storm. You are doing great things. Where are we now, Miss Rachel? After all of the abuse, after all of the struggles, after, I commend you for being able to talk about your story and tell people, hey, I'm a survivor of rape. I'm a survivor of domestic violence, but I'm here. I'm me. I'm beautiful. I am somebody. I am not what you think I am, you know? So where are you right now in your life? What are you doing?
Oh, God. Well, I, of course, have a full-time 9 to 5. I work in healthcare IT, doing software implementation. That's my 9 to 5, that pays the bills. And on the creative side, I am a candle maker, and started back getting into that this past July. And I hadn't done it for about 5 years, but I just felt this unction to go be a vendor. And I'm telling you guys, when God puts something in you and you just can't let it go, it's just been taken off. That's where I met Char. I met her at the Old School Barbecue Festival past weekend in Nashville. And all my labels got wet in the rain, so I learned that I had to redesign my labels. But I'm going to launch my website soon. You can follow me on Instagram, Harley D. Rose Creations, if you want to. But just pouring out my creativity and my passion. And my daughter just got engaged. I'm so happy for her and her fiance. My husband just started his own logistics company, and I mean, it's a blessing, and it doesn't mean it hasn't been a hard road, y'all. You're gonna have hard times. You are, and even if you're in a good relationship, you're gonna argue sometimes, you know. But I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed. Survived COVID in May. And just, I don't know, God's like opening doors that I'm just like, he's blowing my mind right now, honestly, y'all. Just, it's pretty crazy, but I'm excited. And you know what it is? The biggest thing? I'm completely 150% me. I am me. I am comfortable just being who I am, saying what I need to say with no fear of repercussion, because it's who I am. And I think that's a beautiful place to be.
I love it. Well, guys, I do want to thank you all for tuning into our show tonight. Rachel, you have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for allowing me to share your story on my show. And it's like I said at the beginning of the show, and I talk about everything on my show, but lately, this is it. I mean, I will air a show like today, and then somebody will inbox me, or I'll meet somebody that's going through that, and they're wanting to tell their story and get it out, because it helps. Talking actually helps. So I appreciate you so much for being so brave to come on and tell your story and not be afraid and not sugarcoat it, not, you know what I mean? Be so raw with it and just be honest. So I do appreciate you for being on the show. Anytime that you want to join me, just let me know.
I'm here, girl.
And we're going to do it.
I'm so grateful.
We are going to do it.
Everybody who listens. And I hope y'all are just blessed, and you got this. You're not in it alone. You got it. You got it.
You got it. And we're not saying to, hey, just, and I got to repeat this again, you don't act rash. Don't make any rash decisions. You have to definitely think it out. And if it's better for you to stay and you feel like you have to stay, don't be ashamed. But just know that it's something better for you.
Right. I mean, we stayed. Sure, we stayed for
years. We did years. I'm talking about years upon years, longer than we should have. And you can't fault a person for that. Nobody can call you stupid. Nobody can call you dumb. Nobody knows your story but you. But you have a lot of people on the outside that's like, oh, I would have did this and I would have did that. Until they get into situations. The chickens be clucking until they get into the situation. So we just have to be mindful that everybody's different. Be patient with each other and be willing to listen and not be so quick to judge. And so if you guys are in a domestic violence relationship, call the hotline. It's 1-800-799-7233. Reach out to somebody. Reach out. Also, big shouts to Keitha Nelson. She's a news reporter at News Channel 57. She found me when I was 20-something years old, and she said, hey, we've been following you for a long time. And I'm like, what? How you find me? And you never know who's watching you. And she said, I have a group of teenagers I want you to come on and talk to for Miss Baton Rouge. And that was such a blessing. And that's when I really started to tell my story. So if you guys are trapped and you need somebody to talk to, don't be afraid to tell your story, because it can help somebody. All right. Well, y'all, that's my time. I want to thank you all for joining. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Rachel, did you have anything that you want to say to the listeners before we get up out of here?
You know what? I have a hashtag that I put on my Instagram. Do what you love. That's sort of my motto now. Do what you love. Whatever you love to do. Draw, read, If you love to drink a lot, though, maybe don't do that.
Unless you're drinking wine with me on Wednesday nights.
Really do what you love. And hey, if you guys want to DM me on Instagram, Harley D Rose Creations, and have any questions, I will answer anything you need. I'll be here for y'all.
And I love you guys too. I love you so much, MJ. I love all of you. You know, I'm the most lovingest, huggingest person in the world. So, but we love you guys. That's my time. And I'm out. And you guys have just listened to the Evening Wind Down with Char the Super Chick and special guest, Rachel. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Did the raw mix right here. Oh, man. They gonna play this in the whoop the whoop. Do raw, what's happening? Big raw, what up? Spot them got what they do, my nigga. That real. That's about. Let go. Yeah. Oh, man. I don't fuck with niggas, I just get it to you raw. Load these niggas pie and he rap niggas soft. Heard you a pussy, make him take his chain off. You be flexing on the ground and these hoes say you flow. Thuggin' in my forces, riding in them Porsches. When I first jumped off the port, them crackers hit me with extortion. Mouth full of goals every time we hit the block. And that motherfucker chopper sound like a beatbox. In Miami with my motherfucking woes. Everybody know I'm connected with them Zoes. Riding in that Porsche on them motherfucking foes. Posted in the office with some bad ass hoes. Flyed in a bitch. Been on my shit. Coolin' with my jits. And they got them sticks. Fucking around with Billy Blue. That my motherfucking brother. Salute DJ Win. He a motherfucker hustle. Lauderdale got them babies. Tampa got them freaks. Orlando got them bitches. It's some hoes in St. Pete. We outside in every city and the real niggas coming. We ain't beefing about no bitches, especially if it ain't about no money. I don't fuck with niggas, I just give it to you.